This is All In. I'm Matt Pelsor. Back now to our discussion on the Indiana Prison Writers Workshop. We're joined once again by the program's founder, Debra Des Vignes, and we're now welcoming Phil Roberts, an ex-offender who went through the program. Phil, thanks for coming on.
Hey, thank you.
In this hour, we welcome your questions and comments. Find us on Facebook and Twitter at All In Indiana, or leave us a short voicemail at 866-476-3881. Phil, you brought a piece to share with us. It's a longer piece, so I want to make sure we get to it soon. But can you tell us a little bit about your background and how you ended up incarcerated?
Right. So basically this time when I got incarcerated, I had violated probation. Right. So that made me have to do my backup time, which was 2 years. So I did a total of 2 years in the Plainfield Correctional Facility. And a year into that time, I joined the Indiana Prisons Writers Workshop. Right. Because I was kind of in a depressed state. Right. I was missing my daughter and stuff like that. And I really didn't have the will or the want to really do anything. Right. And I thought the writing workshop was something interesting, right? It'd be something different that the prison wasn't offering at that time. So I tried it out, and I mean, it was amazing. You know, my first day, I basically fell in love with it. You know, it gave me something to look forward to every week, and ultimately, at the end of it, I ended up basically getting off of my depression medication, and you know, it helped me basically to, you know, it was transformative. It was very transformative.
That's great to hear. Is there anything you want to preface this piece with before we hear it?
Oh, okay, yeah. So this piece is entitled "Addict." Right. It was I basically wrote it as a rebuttal to people who were basically discouraging me from wanting to, you know more, wanting to go to college, wanting to, you know, to learn. Right. I was at that time I was living in a neighborhood nicknamed Murderville, and a lot of my friends, you know, they were all partying and doing things and stuff like that. And when I got into college, they basically, you know, I guess they didn't just like it or whatever, because I couldn't hang out. They would ask me, hey, would you want to hang out with us this weekend? I was like, nah, man, I got to study or I have to read this book. So this piece is basically just saying that I'm addicted to knowledge.
Okay, this is Phil Roberts reading Addict, a piece he wrote as part of the Indiana Prison Writers Workshop.
All right. I have a confession, and to be honest, I could care less if any of you can take it. See, I'm an addict, but I go to the local education dealer to get high, but see, that's a legal high off of books and traveling, dance and colors, poetry and music. But no one wants to go with me to get this fix that feels so good, it runs through my veins, and I wish you could just learn with me. Experience the world, but wanting to know more is illegal in my world. So I sneak off to where it's safe. I find an armature of words, but see, look, even the word armature, that's protective covering for those of us who are subject to only one meaning per word. With our ignorance, we are bandaged. The English language is so broad, why not use it to our advantage? And why should I just impress my parents by stepping on the campus, other than say to myself, man, I'm here because I planned this. See, I'm an addict, and I'm not apologizing for it. I'm just letting y'all know that I want more of it. More of this lift that sets me above the rest, but I'm merely a figurine in this world of bookheads or bookworms, whatever you call us. When you need a little fix yourself, you're sure to call us because you need us, but don't claim us. And when you see us, you try to blame us that you decided to skip class and go to Mickey D's. Crying now because you have papers full of F's and D's. You see, I sneak a little Stephen King when I'm feeling scary, or maybe some Shakespeare so that I can dare me to find the definition of what light through yonder window breaks. It is the east and Juliet is the sun. See, look, I told you I'm an addict, looking behind the perpetual tragic irony of this world, searching for someone to get high with. But see, that is a legal high off of paperback adventures and real life sky paintings, B flats and exaggerated movements to music. And when we find each other, We can travel across that bridge to Terabithia, to a land where the bookheads and the bookworms are the cool people. Here we can escape from our bandages of ignorance and unleash a poetic wrath of wisdom, because, man, I don't know about y'all, but in the real world, I feel like King Kong caged in. And as I stand on top of the Empire State Building beating my chest, no one understands my actions, but I'm screaming out, give me back my peace, give me back my joy, give me back my soul, and let me go home, because I'm an addict. But I'm not apologizing for it. I'm just letting y'all know that I want more of it. More of this lip that sets me above the rest. But I'm merely a figurine in this world of bookheads or bookworms, whatever you call us. When you need a little fix yourself, you're sure to call us because you need us, but don't claim us. And when you see us, you try to blame us because you decided that school wasn't cool and finally dropped out. Crying now because you were a tenant in a crack house. You see, I sneak a little Stephen King when I'm feeling scary, or maybe some Shakespeare so that I can dare me to find the definition of to be or not to be. But see, the crazy thing is that actually is the question, for the answer is in a permanent print being retyped and retold by addicts such as I. And if you carry a light load, then you're not fat enough for this ride, because it will toss you and throw you across the distant seas. But unfortunately, you'll be too uncomfortable and run back to your rocky streets. Shout out to Maya Angelou. See, I know that I'm smarter than most, but I have room for much more. I have a lot of keychains, but I have more room for more keys to unopen more doors like wooden and chestnut, metal and steel. I've already robbed the bank from the real and unreal. And you're that damsel in distress being held by King Kong. Well, you can feel free and safe in my arms while the world turns their nose up. Because if you're not like them, then you're not dumb enough. And if you're not dumb enough, that means that you're not smart enough for the streets. Now that is knowledge. But yet, I'm so distressed with knowing that you're filled with a gang of unknowns that could be learned if you simply chose to, but now you're too grown to. That's a shame. And that's when I got to give it up. I have to find my stash and sniff it up. I have to fill my cup with lyrical fantasies. I have to wrap my arms up with book bags overflowing with sapphire, because, yeah, that's the best drug I've got. Or I could settle for a R.L. Stein shot like Salute, because I'm an addict. But I'm not apologizing for it. I'm just letting y'all know that I want more of it. More of this lift that sets me above the rest. And oh, yes, it does set me above the rest. But I'm merely a figurine in this world of bookheads or bookworms, whatever you call us. When you need a little fix yourself, you're sure to call us because you need us, but don't claim us. And when you see us, you try to blame us, because in the real world, my brother, you are nothing. And that's that piece. Thank you.